This is our very first YouTube video. Welcome to Cheap.
And fancy.
That was horrible. We'll try that again. We probably won't though. All right, so this YouTube series is going to be about us renovating this house that we bought. We live in Indiana, but I work in Arkansas. So, tired of renting, bought another house. We're going to fix it. Make some money. She's going to help, or at least try to.
I'll paint. And I'll record.
She's my little video editor, because I am technology stupid. I was going to say the R word. Can't say the R word. Can't say the R word. All right. So basically, that is the intro to this video. We're probably going to cut this part out from here. All right. So this video is all about laying out the plan for what we're going to do with this house. We bought it. It's in southern Arkansas and just around North Little Rock. So we're going to buy it. We already bought it.
Yeah, we already bought it.
We moved in, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna live in it. We're gonna fix it. I'm gonna show you how I do that. We got 2 remodels going on right now. One in our main house. We got an 1860 farmhouse in Indiana, and we've taken it all the way to studs, getting it built back up. Really wish I would have started making videos with that, because that's been a really cool project. We've been 2 years going on that. We've got
we've done some interesting stuff over there.
oh, we've gotten real creative.
Yes.
That was really good.
Yes.
But we've got most of downstairs done, but there'll be some videos on that, but this is mainly about this one. Name of the series, From Ramen to Rolexes, because that was the story of our life. And that's how we got started. Went from trailer park to the Marine Corps, then from the Marine Corps, opened up some pawn shops, got butt cancer, lost the pawn shops, got broke again, became a lineman, and now we're doing this. So there's a second house we're doing. Both of them are going to be in the middle of remodels. Not a professional. I grew up with my dad doing it. My wife's dad did it. I've always worked on stuff. One of my favorite things in the world. She's my main helper, but she's also technologically literate, so she can do all my editing. And she's doing spirit fingers. I don't know. This is the new thing. Is that on TikTok?
No.
Okay, not on TikTok. But yeah, basically what we do is, instead of doing these HGTV remodels where they demo everything, they tear everything out, they go back, new everything. I don't do that. I do good, we do good remodels. We don't treat them as rentals. We do renovations.
We did that kind of like tearing stuff out at our house in Indiana.
Yeah, we tear everything
Because
out.
everything there, like the walls were made of plaster, and we were fixing it, making it drywall.
And fixing some plaster where we could. And some of those walls weren't savable. But this house, and we're going to be showing you that in the next video, this one is just paint, texture. It is just it's a basic level cosmetic remodel. Doing some light plumbing, a little electrical. Mainly it's just an ugly house that was neglected. It used to be a rental. And it's been neglected. So we're going to bring it back to life, because it's got puke green, plum walls. We got wax all over the carpets. It's not pretty.
It's actually very disgusting.
But we bought it for $32 a square foot, and it's 2,400 square feet, which is amazing because we bought it for the payoff on it, and Little Rock's been a really crazy market to try to buy houses in. Houses where I was staying before in an area, they were going for $140 a square foot. So when we came over here, we were expecting pure dumpster fire. Came over here and it's just a cosmetic. We did all the walkthroughs, we did all the inspections and everything. I don't trust inspectors. I normally do all that myself. But everything's sound, it's just ugly. I guess people didn't want to deal with that. So we bought it for the payoff, the loan payoff. I'm not sure the situation who I bought it from, but that's what they offered it at, and I paid asking for it. Normally I don't, but this was such a good deal. That's what we settled on. But we're gonna be teaching y'all the things that I learned from my wife's dad, Ernie, who had been doing this type of remodels for 55 years. My dad did remodels too, so it's always been around me. I'm a lineman by trade, and She is my little homeschool helper. Because right now, because COVID.
Homeschool due to COVID.
Yes. So, but she's going to be helping me. She's my best helper. All the other ones complain. My wife, the other daughter. Yeah.
Other daughter will just rage and walk out.
She gets mad like her mother. I love you, Sonia. That's cool though. I don't mind that you get mad. But I should edit that out. Could you bleep that?
Yeah.
All right, we'll bleep that.
Or I can just cut it out.
No, we'll bleep it. All right, but so we're gonna do a video walk around of the house, kind of show you what we buy. All you people in California, New York, I'm so sorry, but you can buy actually a really nice house here. We bought it for 32 a square foot, 2400 square foot. I'm in a small farming community, and the end result of it is we bought it. We're gonna live in it while we're working on it. We'll have it pretty nice in about 45 days. I'm gonna keep it for a while though. But what I didn't realize is that when we bought this house, we bought it in the duck hunting capital of the world. I'm not a big hunter, but started talking to people and they told me I can rent it out to the duck hunters. So we're actually going to turn this house into a duplex. Where it's so big, if I add 2 doorways, it becomes a duplex. And I'll throw a kitchen in, and we'll make videos on all of that. But premise of it is going to be mainly paint, drywall, how to fix hollow doors so you don't have to buy new ones. Texture, how to redo a kitchen. Like the cabinets in here were put in here in the 1970s, and they're all wood. They're all solid plywood cabinets. They're not the MDF that you buy now. And in order to get plywood, price almost doubles. So what we're doing is we're gonna get them back to shape. We're gonna rebuild corners. We're just gonna get them back the way they were. And we don't have to spend a lot of money to do that. We just did it in our house. We had 1971 cabinets. We just completely redid them. And they look brand new. They're perfect. But it's all about what you use, how you do it, take the time. But we just completely remodeled our entire kitchen for $700. And it's not hard to do. You just gotta be able to do it. You gotta put the work in, you gotta put the time in.
You gotta have the right mindset.
Yeah, you just gotta keep doing it until it's done. When you get mad, walk away. But
take a break from it.
All total, we've been at it for 2 years, steady, doing nothing but working on houses other than me working my job. Anytime I'm home, I do it. Everybody knows whenever I go home to Indiana, we work, trying to get that house right, trying to get it ready. It's been a full gut and remodel job by living in it. And living in a house you're remodeling is very different than the way you do it if you weren't living there. It's very sectionalized and you kind of have to do a lot of double work. But it's just me and Lily here in this house. So we're gonna work on it and we're gonna be able to do a section at a time. Once we get done with a section, we'll move into that section. And then
get the other sections done.
Yep. And we'll just expand out and we'll cover the whole square footage of the house and the whole turning it in from single family to duplex. And duck season starts next month, October. This is 2020 right now. Try to get it ready for some duck hunters. And kind of the main goal of everything we're wanting to do is I want to keep up with the numbers on everything. I'll build a spreadsheet. Beep that out, that was a burp. I want to do a spreadsheet showing what we bought it for, the closing cost, everything we've got into it, the hold cost, the financing, but what everything cost. I'm talking from outlets to paint to doors. How much does it cost to do a cosmetic remodel if you do it yourself? And there will be some optional things that we do. There will be some things that we have to do. It's got a Federal Pacific panel box in it. Most of the time I rip those out, but this is all copper wiring. So just little things like that I looked at and realized, it wasn't bad, but it should be fun. I love this work. It's my favorite work in the world. It's the only thing I really enjoy doing more than, that's the top number one thing is fixing houses. We'll end up renting them out, but I don't do them like a rental. I do them like I would live in them. I hate the saying, it's just a rental. I hate that. I always will.
So much more.
It's somebody's house. You know, granted, everybody, no one's doing this as a charity. Everybody wants to make money, but you can do a really good job, and I can make a house look as good as what anybody can look like. And I'm not, I'm not a professional. We just do it until we get it right, or we just keep doing it until we get it right. You know, everything's easy, everything's sandable, drywall's forgiving, all of it's forgiving. Just got to be able to, just keep doing it. And even if it looks bad at first, just keep doing it until it's better. You will get better at it. It just takes time.
It takes time to get good at something. If you have no experience with something, you're obviously going to be bad at doing it at first.
Yep, you just got to keep hammering away. Just keep doing it. I wasn't any good at it. I mean, I'm still not, but everything's passable. I keep doing it. It looks like it was done professionally, but I had a lot of great people teaching me. But that's kind of the scope of it. So we bought it. We're in Arkansas. We start today. We're gonna be making some more videos. It's our very first YouTube video ever, so forgive us. Got a little light from Walmart and a little tripod. And we're doing it off a phone.
Because we don't have our camera yet.
We forgot our camera because we're also.
Yes.
But it's named Cheap Fancy because you don't have to spend a lot of money to make something look good. It's what most people think. If it's nice, it's expensive. It doesn't have to be.
You could look at something and it could be the most beautiful texture and most beautiful design you've ever seen, but it could also be $10.
Yeah, it's just putting the work in. The materials for a cosmetic remodel are cheap. We're not doing new siding. We don't need, all of that's fine. It's great. It's got brick exterior. It's just cosmetic. And cosmetic, there's kind of a general rule, $10 a square foot, $12 a square foot for at least here in the South, South Central to where Arkansas is. And even up in the Midwest where we live, $10, $12 a square foot. But, that would be in the range of $28,000, $30,000 for this house. And that is so far above what it should cost if you do it yourself. Now it all depends on personal taste. You can go spend $13,000 on cabinets if you want to. You can go do quartz countertops. That's all preference. But what I'm going to show you is everything outside of that. That if you want to fix a wall, if someone knocked holes in your doors, if you need to rebuild corners on your cabinets, if you need to fix your cabinets, do electrical, simple electrical. We do it safe. But I'm not an electrician. I'm a lineman, so I've always worked with electricity. But I'm comfortable doing that. So if you're not, that's fine. But I'll show you how I do it. But basically, it's just turning an ugly house into a
Seriously, who chooses puke green for a wall?
It is puke green and plum,
Looks
and
like
it's
baby puke.
not good. A lot of paneling.
None of the colors go together as anything really.
These people were colorblind.
They're all really ugly colors, and none of them even fit together as a color basing for what you choose for a regular everyday house. This is just ugly.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. But that's why no one wanted to buy it, so we bought it. And so I bought it for $86, and the comps around it are about $150 to $170, but they wanted, that's all the way done. Windows are in great shape, so I'm not putting new windows in. They're aluminum windows, they're not your white vinyls. No one cares about you putting your white. If your windows are in good shape and they're not rotting, I don't replace them. No need. If you feel strongly enough, you can paint it. But these windows are fine, and there's no reason to replace them. Unless you just want to for the sake of wanting to. And that is fine. That's your property. It's your house. I don't do that. What I do is I focus on making it a good house. All the systems checked, everything working. If you ask me whether I'd rather not put in a new hot water heater and an air conditioner or windows, if the windows are good, my major systems will always win. Because if I do rent it out, I don't want any problems. I don't want any capital expenditures. And I'll go through how I picked the house. I'll go through what I look for, how I chose the house, why I chose it. And then some extras. I didn't know this was the duck hunting capital of the world. I had no idea. I'm not a duck hunter.
We don't know much about the state.
Nope.
It's just nice. It's warmer than a lot of other states currently.
Mosquitoes.
The mosquitoes are really annoying. There's so many here.
But either way, that's what we're doing. And, you know, we're going to do a walk around to the house and kind of do a scope of work. That'll be our next video, kind of laying out how we want to go about it, how we want to do it. Overall plan. I do a lot of SketchUp work. I do a lot of work like that, so I'll be able to show you kind of what I want to do. You know, we'll be able to just kind of walk you through, you know, from floor to ceiling, how we're going to basically renovate a house. I don't know how to flip. I don't like flipping. Flipping is lipstick on a pig. We won't do that. I don't do that. If I wouldn't live in it, I don't do it. But all right, thank y'all very much. And our next video will be a walkthrough. Go ahead and subscribe. That would be awesome. Thank you.